And the best moment of all was at the grand opening, where so many neighbors came up to me and said, I get it. Now that I'm inside the building and I see what you're doing, now I get it.
15 years that I've been working with the homeless in this area at the shelter and stuff, nobody wants to be homeless.
Housing First is an approach that offers permanent housing for the chronically homeless, and at the same time provides the supportive services needed to keep people in housing and help them reintegrate into society.
We're housing people, which is the first step to stability in a personal life. And it's so the right place to start. And then not having the threat of losing housing hang over somebody, I think liberates them to actually really succeed in life.
Can we give people housing up front and then try to help them work on issues that led to their homelessness, as opposed to something at the end of a process?
Permanent supportive housing provides the chronically homeless with safety, security, and stability, and the economic benefit to the community is significant.
When they're on the streets, they're cycling through the emergency room at the hospital, lots of law enforcement contacts, probably contact with the court system and the jail system.
If you provide housing and you make that the first part of the service delivery that you give to people, other things start to change in their lives. And all of those savings add up for every single person that's housed. So there's a huge benefit that can accrue to a community simply by just providing housing to people.
A place to call home, combined with case management that encourages individual choices, makes the program highly successful.
In the past, the way that programs to get housing would work is, okay, first you need to do this, and then you need to do this, and there would be a list and a checkoff system, and I've worked in places like that as well. But instead, this program is, okay, you'll have a roof, and this is an inalienable right as a human being, that you can have a roof over your head and a place to call home, and then from there you can choose what you want to do.
And that's the best thing about turning the model on its head, is that before we said, oh, you know, start getting your ducks in a row and then we can let you into housing, and instead we've gone, no, let's get you into housing and you can start addressing all these different issues.
And the road to self-sufficiency is going to start right here in this building.
1175 Lee Hill is a 31-unit apartment building designed on the Housing First model and operates as a collaborative effort between Boulder Housing Partners and the Boulder Shelter for the Homeless.
The shelter brought the expertise around the services to the clients and the understanding of the clients, and Boulder Housing Partners brought their expertise in developing affordable housing.
And we really wanted an opportunity to create an apartment, a community where homeless people could support each other in their reentry into housing.
So we have 31 units here. Each of them have one bedroom. They also have a little kitchenette inside of there, full fridge, microwave, those types of things. And then they also have a separate bathroom. We have a computer area for people to be able to get online and access benefits or look for jobs. And then we also have a community room for people to come down and do a little recreating, watch some TV, maybe throw on a movie.
Many of the residents, now living at 1175 Lee Hill, have been homeless for most of their lives.
It's not an easy life, living out on the street. You can't really learn to really adapt, but you have to kind of survive. It's really the real word for it.
When we was living on the street where we were staying, like I said, it was a restaurant. Behind the restaurant, they knew we was there, but we waited till 12 o'clock at night when they closed to go in, and of course you had to be up and out early the next morning.
Having a place nightly, we don't have to worry about where your bed is, and also the restroom too.
I've been on the street for close to 14 years. I was diagnosed with MS 23 years ago. I was just real happy when I was given an opportunity to help myself.
That's what it is. It's having a real friend or friends that would help you out. It's not like somebody say, I will help you out, and then they'll turn, and won't do it. And Housing First has been a real friend and real blessings for me and Greg both, and we're real thankful having it.
watching those people move in the first week we were open and hearing some of the stories and just seeing how dramatically it's going to change a lot of people's lives was really touching. It was a great week.
I believe with all my heart that nobody should live on the street. And so to have arrived at the day when we opened the building, yeah, it was everything to me.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, we're open!
The Housing First Project at 1175 Lee Hill provided 31 people with a home and hope. But we still have several hundred chronically homeless adults living on the streets in Boulder County. Together, Boulder Housing Partners and the Boulder Shelter are helping the homeless find a way home.